and today I will be streaming the Macca League. It's a league made by a Twitch streamer, which I don't know if you can actually see on the screen, but his Twitch is in the lobby name. So if you'd like to check him out, he's there. It's a league mainly for just sort of one-car runs. You choose one car, which for this race is the Nissan GTR Group 4. So it will be an interesting race. It's around Kyoto Miyabi, which I have driven on the track before, just not with this car. So we'll see how I do. A lot of fast drivers in here. Bossaby is fast. Deadline's pretty fast. McManley. It's the same as the Red Bull Junior that I didn't get to race, but a little bit different. So we're hoping there's no glitches today. Hopefully there won't be any issues with trying to get this up and going for me. So I'm very much hoping that this will work out. I will be able to commentate over this race. There's no safety cars or anything like that. So I'm hoping that I should be able to actually race this race. Very tired. Just woke up about maybe less than 30 minutes ago. So it will be a very interesting race. And I'm just sharing the live stream with all of the Discords. So here's hoping that I can do well. The livery that I'm running for this race is one that I just sort of rushed. So let's see if I can find myself in pits. So my livery has waifus on the back, or a waifu. Always got to do it in this league. Just sort of a meme I made for this league. I always have to have a waifu. I got some stars. Try to make it a little bit different, so it's sort of shaded black at the back, and then red at the front. I've got my skull demon thing. I don't even remember what anime it's from. On the sides, there are 3 horizontal lines going from top, middle, and bottom. And in there's just some sponsors. Nissan. What is it? Something Stone, Bridgestone. So, that should be interesting. Phil, what's up, man? What's up? I'm not expecting too much out of this race. I have done no practice for this race. 5? Why would I need 5 to the max? I couldn't find D-Max's specific decal with my username, so I did just sort of a quick one of Sir Max with the controller in the middle, just to reiterate that I am a controller racer. So, again, I'm hoping I can do decently in this race. Bryce, what's up, man? That is very true, Phil. I am still not looking forward to that race in a few hours' time. I am not looking forward to it at all. So the format of this race, this league, is a 25-minute sprint races first. So first you have qualifying. Qualifying's pretty normal, of course, just to see where you start. Then you go into a 25-minute race, sprint race. There's no tire requirements, so you could run like a whole bunch of soft stints and just push through. There is fuel, but I don't remember the fuel requirements, like the times whatever. So I don't know what the plan is there. After the sprint 25-minute, then we immediately go into the enduro race, which is 40 minutes. The positions starting for that are all based on where you finished in the sprint race. I believe it's a reverse grid, if it's like the previous seasons. So if you finish first in sprint, you will start last in enduro. So it's very interesting. I don't know how good this race is going to be. It's actually, I'm cold whenever I wake up, which is unusual, and it does not help my little tremors. Don, what's up, man? It's weird for you saying good morning. I mean, technically I just woke up, so it's good morning for me, but it's almost 2 p.m. here. Good morning, Don. Good to have you in here, man. Good to see you guys. Again, I have no practice. I'm super tired. So this race is, I think, more going to be of a long play, just sort of haha, follow me for the race. Might see what happens. Um, if I remember correctly, I think 14 people signed up for the race. So we'll have to see if everyone actually makes it. Again, 25-minute sprint first. Reverse grid enduro 40-minute. 40 minutes, there is a tire requirement. You have to at least use the mediums and the hards. Sprint, there is no tire requirement. You can use whatever you'd like. What else would be important? There's no safety car, which is why I'm able to commentate. I don't really have to listen to the live stream as much. So I'll be able to actually talk and focus on the race and not have to worry about, oh, there's safety cars. Which unfortunately also means if I've been it, there is no banker for me to come back in. There's no group. So it's literally all about survival. It's all about race pace. So I'm hoping I can do decently and not die. This league does have a lot of some people I think are around the same age as me. Basavi's older. But a lot of these guys are probably, I think, teenagers or young adults. So racing with them is always interesting. There's usually always some sort of kerfuffle, especially lap 1. So there should be excitement no matter where I position myself there. As you can see, I'm already on lap 2, and the tire wear is pretty rough. So it's a long lap time, so what, 25 minutes in the sprint. It's the same tire wear for sprint and for enduro. So I think, what, it's 2.5 more minutes per lap. So probably maybe a little bit under 13 laps, probably, if my math is correct. God, jeez, I can't even steer. Not a big fan of this car. It's very clunky. It's Group 4 Nissan GTR. Everyone has to use this car, so we're all in the same cars. It just feels very clunky. Phil, I know. You in that Arctic region, boy, but like, for me, I usually like the cold, but when I first wake up, I have no body warmth. I don't really have anything hot to drink, so. But, yeah, so this is going to be a longer stream with the 25, 40-minute races plus qualifying. I think there's a 10-minute break in between the sprint and the enduro. So we shall see how this race goes. It'll be very long, and then probably, immediately or shortly after this stream ends, I will be streaming the Pleb Racing League, which I'm not entirely looking forward to. It's the MX-5 touring car from Mazda on Lago Maggiore West. We did a little practice last night, and with the settings that we have currently, I am slow as crap. So that one's going to be more of, I think, a fun race. It's we usually have like a super meme race, funny haha, just to enjoy. I don't enjoy the slower cars. So we're going to see how that goes. We're catching up to a few people here in practice. I just want to gauge how these people drive. You can see a lot of them are definitely fun to drive with. Again, my livery's nothing special. I did share it on GT at least, but I haven't shared it anywhere else. Oh, he already left. Okay, so it's just this James guy. Most of them are Irish, since the live streamer is Irish. I'm hoping I don't have too bad connection for this race, because the Red Bull Junior race I got kicked out of because of glitches. So here's hoping that I can do well, but also stay in the race due to connection. Interesting grass tactic by James. So 2:33 is my best time. Someone else's best time is 2:29. So I'm not expecting anything fast from this race from me. This is on softs. They're a little bit worn. The tire wear looks to be very, very difficult. The qualifying goes right into the race, so there's no way you can really change your tires. So I think regardless of where I start, I'm going to be starting the race on softs. And by gauging tire wear, I don't know whether to go to mediums or hards, because it's a sprint race, so it's shorter. So the more pit stops you do, the harder it will be to come back. But endurance is 40 minutes, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to get through. I think I'm gonna quit out of this lap. Yeah, only that would upset my stomach, Phil. Oh God, you're right, Phil. So next weekend, I think I have another Macca League. If we're still doing the pleb race, then we got that. I've decided not to do the Nations today. I was looking at it last night, and I'd be fine with it if it wasn't in such a crap car. To me, it's a crap car. So, I feel like I'm just going to spin off and die and not do well. So, I don't think I'm going to be in it. Just trying to see what the host of the room is doing. So yeah, I'm gonna mute the stream. Still gonna have his stream up just to support the guy, the host. But again, since there's no safety cars or anything, I don't really have to listen to him. So that's why there is commentary. I'm totally able to just focus on the race, focus on doing whatever the hell strategy I'm gonna try. Gonna have my stream chat. No, Don. I saw you got 2 wins at A on like Monday, and then I was like, you know what? That doesn't sound like it's for me. I am not good at those cars. See, that's your strong point. When it gets to those like N200s, N300s, you shine, and I fail so much. There is no chance for me in those type of cars. So, good thing is though, I'm still tired, still very tired, very drained. Didn't sleep well, as per usual on the weekend. I had 1 or 2 dreams that just sort of got into my head, I guess a little bit. So mentally I'm just sort of blank, but my eyes aren't blurry. I am starting to warm up a little bit. My natural warmth is starting to come into effect, which is good and bad. Less tremors, but I like the cold. Oh God. So I'm wondering how I'll do thinking in this race. What is this guy doing in front of me? Um, so imagine the people in this league, by the way, like Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen, irate at each other for whatever reasons, except everyone's out for blood. Because there are penalty points given, not by the game, of course, but by the host and some stewards, and basically they will award penalty points for if you hit someone, if you don't follow their rules. Like you have to stay sort of in pit lane on the way in and out, so you can't just sort of cross over. Um, if you run someone else off, like if I did that and they deemed that super bad, then I would have gotten, I would get penalty points for that. So the way these guys race, it's there is bound to be some sort of incident, and they'll let you know. They'll get pissed. They'll be like, "Hey, you suck. You did this, and I want your head on a spike." So I try to remain calm, accept any penalty points usually given to me, because usually when I do it, it's an accident or they've sort of come across me and I'm not 100% certain how to react. I'm too much of a nice guy in this league because I've let a lot of probably penalties for other people slide by when they've banged me off and did all that, but. And looky there, someone already in chat, upset. Bro, I'm pushing, and you go for ridiculous dive bombs. See, these people will instantly try to claim you as the villain. They will be like, alright, you've done something wrong to me. Here's hoping, Bossy. Here's hoping. I'm already getting people to hate me in the race chat somehow, Bossy, I didn't think I was trying to be too bad there. This car's clunky. So when you come into that chicane, that quick right, break into the left, before the last turn, I was like, oh, I'll just brake and go on the left, but the car swerved to the right. He was on the right. Unfortunately, I ran him off a little bit. And he thought that was a dive bomb. It was not intentional, I assure you. And he's still upset. He's still upset. Very upset. Misjudging the chicane, I guess? Again, I don't think I did anything wrong. I know that, boss, but I try not to be dirty. And at that lap, I don't know if anyone can go back in my stream, but Itame, the guy was behind, he was going wide in a lot of the turns. And there was a few times where I could probably overtake him, but I held off. And the chicane's hard to judge anyway. Breaking points in that chicane, very different for people. So I was not trying to dive bomb him. He's like, I went wide because his dive bomb. Like, I just broke later at my normal breaking point. And it was an accident. It was an honest accident. Hopefully not, Bossy. Hopefully I get to race. I'm hoping. I love the Red Bull Junior cars. I absolutely love those cars, and it was devastating to get like every single glitch. I had pit glitch, I had like, grid glitch, I had every single glitch. I was super upset. But I mean, I've been able to exit pit so far. So, alright, so it looks like the qualifying is about to begin, guys. So again, it's qualifying, basically immediately right into the sprint race, which is 25 minutes. No tire requirements, but it is high tire wear. So I think I'm going to wait until everyone leaves pit. That way I don't have to deal with any drivers nearby. Because I don't want to be claimed as a dirty driver by the Itame guy. I know slip is very important in qualifying, but as I've stated before, not for me. So, we're going to see how I do. This is the reason why the league is a little bit, I don't know, iffy for me, is because the drivers are very hostile when it comes to accidental accidents, running you off the track by accident, running a little bit wide, because it's hard to gauge with them. Usually it's different people each race. There are some same ones, but it is a little bit difficult to gauge their racing style, so it's hard to adapt and breaking points. But I try my best to stay clean, and people don't see that. They get their head clouded up with, oh, you've done me wrong. That was a practice setup there. So the fact that he was getting mad in practice is already just a bad sign. You can get upset. It's racing. Blood will run through your body very fast. It's a very high emotion sport. But I don't think that it warrants total outrage at one accident. I don't think that's how racing should be, especially in a sim racing league. It shouldn't be that difficult to just be like, hey, I made an honest mistake, I'm sorry. Was I trying to defend myself in that incident? Yes, I was trying to be like, hey, look, you were going wide, I was trying to gauge it. But, so to come back and be like, what the hell? I'm like, hey, sorry. Oh, God. All these slow people trying to get their laps ready. That wasn't a fast exit, so that's not going to be a fast lap. Exactly, Don. We understand the craft. We're like, hey, something happens. That's okay. I never try to force people off, especially in a race with no safety car, where I know people can't come back up that fast. I'm not trying to wreck people. I'm not trying to ruin a person's race, because I wouldn't want mine ruined. Racing's very much treat the others the way you'd want to be treated. So clean overtakes, good drafting, all that good stuff. But this car is so clunky at being Group 4. This guy behind me is going a lot faster, it seems, so hopefully I don't hold him up, but... He held me up a little bit on my outlap, but... So hopefully I get a decent lap. I'm not really looking to put in too many laps. Tire wear is just annoying, and I don't know how these people are going to react to multiple lap pushes and getting in front of people, covering off their laps. I'm not looking to do that. Again, I'm not the best, it seems, in this car, so... See, look at these people in front of me. Already contact on their flying laps. And that's almost everyone. Bossabee, Mac Manley, they try to be very clean. Bossabee is very fast. But all of the people, they do not understand. Look at this. Running each other off the road. But they won't say anything. You know, they won't be like, hey, might be, you know, let's try another lap. Let's back out of this one. No, their whole thing turns into a grudge with each other. Oh, you held me up. Oh, you ran me off, you know. Like this guy's probably about to hold me up, but or not. So I'm just going to see how this lap is. I don't think I'll be doing too many. Not really looking to get too high, but second so far, third. Not too bad. Yeah. Well, that's basically the whole league, Bryce. That is basically how this league works. I don't know. I think I'm going to do another lap. I think this one might be better for not having anyone in my way. But we'll have to see when I actually catch up to other people. I like this track. I really do. It's a Kyoto track. Any of the Japanese tracks, Fiji's hit or miss. But these tracks I'm pretty good at. Pretty decent. Sorry about my voice, guys. I'm, again, after I wake up, I don't talk a lot immediately when I wake up. And that's for like 2 hours. So, my voice might be a little bit meh. So I apologize for any of the sore voice sounding or of the coughing. So I think there are a few areas that I can start pushing more, like that turn there, and a few others, but we'll have to see when it comes to it. I think a lot of people's laps are getting held up. Bossabee, for instance, hasn't done a very fast lap yet. So I expect him to... Oh my god, what's with these people? This is why I hate qualifying with other cars. Because they just slow down. They want that slip. You know, they want that good shit. And again, I know slip's very powerful. Probably anyone with slip could beat me. But not with these people. I do not trust all of them. I do not trust being in the slip of someone. So, I think a lone lap is a lot better for me. So, still staying in third with my little banker lap, which is pretty interesting. But here we go, guys. I think this is going to be my main push lap. This is going to be my lap that I hope will either keep me up and high or do me well. So, let's see how this lap goes. There is someone in front, but he's on an out lap. So I hope he gets out of my way. Because your out lap does not count. So here's hoping that if I do catch up to him, he gets out of my way. I think he made rules about getting out of the way of people on qualifying laps, but can never say. Can never say. So I'm just trying to push where I think I can push, but not enough to spin off. It's my tactic for this lap right now. I am going a little bit slower apparently than I was in the last lap. So again, I'm trying Trying to accelerate a little bit earlier where I think I can. Give me a little bit more exit speed. Try to see if I can't make a miracle happen. Even if I start towards the back, that's okay by me. It'll help me avoid any lap 1 incidents, which I can guarantee you will happen. Something will happen. Someone's going to spit out turn 1, get pushed wide, and it's not going to be a fun time for those people. So I feel like this is FIA qualifying, except more scary. Trying to just ease into the turns, get a good exit. Doesn't look like it's helping. I'm about 3/10 off my time. So I don't think this will be any sort of faster lap. Could probably push there too, but I just didn't. And I don't think this is going to be any sort of a better lap than my banker. Definitely not. So we're just going to X out of that. Keep an eye on the positions. And I think once it gets to about probably a minute, I actually might change tires to mediums. Just so that way, you know, I'm starting further back. I don't want to be too bad. There's Bossaby with his flying lap. He's wickedly fast, 226. Again, he's a very fast driver. He's wickedly fast. Usually he wins, which I have no problem with. That's honestly, you know, he's a great racer, very skilled. So he's a very good guy to watch out for. Mac Manley, the host, he's pretty fast. He's currently P2 for qualifying. He usually gets screwed out by a lot of other drivers, but he's really fast. He's really good. Who from Massachusetts? What? What are you on about, Phil? I don't understand that. I just say wicked fast because, you know, I heard a lot of people say wicked. They really are, Bryce. Sorry about not seeing that earlier. But yeah, no, I love the Japanese tracks, man. For me, they're just very flowing. So the Tokyo tracks are very flowing to me. This track is very flowy. Yes, there's a few like serious breaking points, but it's very connected, and I love that. Fiji's the hit or miss one because to me, it's flowing, but it's also like very, very breaky, and I'm not very good at trying to do too much under braking. Of course not Phil, because I've never been to Massachusetts. Oh, I just realized McManley's got a whole bunch of waifus on his car from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maids. I don't watch the show, I just know it. And then he's got something else. So far, with almost a minute to go, I'm starting in P6 out of 11. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and change my tires to medium. I expect there to be a wreck on lap 1, which will very much allow me to just do well. Guy's going with hard. I don't trust the hards, though. You know what? I think I'm going to start on hards. They'll last longer. And, if anything, it'll give me practice, because hards are required in the endurance race. So that should give me a very good chance of surviving and knowing. Oh, goodness. My throat's dry. Let me have a little sippy sip of my tea. So Mark Monley also looks to be starting on hards. A few people starting on mediums. A few people trying to go edgy on those softs at the beginning. So if I can keep up with at least the other hard mediums, Class A and Mac are both starting on hards. So even if they fall behind a little bit, I'll still be behind someone fast. And just let the soft runners, I guess, just bin it. So that should be an interesting thing. I don't even know what my goal is. This league's a hit or miss for me usually. Earlier, when I did the league, their Season 1 league, I did like third and fourth. But as it started going on, I just got worse in the league. The drivers kept ramming me. I just had problems with getting penalty points and stuff. So that sort of hurt my pace in times. The Formula One League of Macca that we were doing, I did pretty decently in that league. But that's just, I love the car. And now with Red Bull Junior, if I had the chance to, I would do pretty well. So far there's been no glitches for me. There's no pit glitch that I'm stuck in or anything. I was able to come out and qualify. So we'll see if there's a grid start glitch. I feel like if there is a grid start glitch, I'm just going to let the host know to quit, or to keep going, and I'll just quit and maybe come back for the Enduro. But it's very painful when the glitches happen. It's very painful indeed. And since I'm sort of on a time constraint, I want to make sure I can get to Plebs in time. So if you think, alright, 25 minutes from now is going to be 3 p.m. Eastern, and then 40 minutes, plus the little 10-minute break, that takes me to 4. I want to, be in the party, get ready for Plebs. So, it's funny how the Itame guy was getting upset at me for, being a little dive bombing. He's starting 2 places behind me. I think that is very funny. He's also starting on hard, so I don't think there's any chance he's going to be catching up to me, at least in the beginning lap. So who is still... Deadline is still racing. Deadline's my partner, actually, for the Junior Red Bull League. So I'm sorry to him for not racing. Well, it's just funny, because, our team is Ford, but it's in a Red Bull car. So, alright, so here's the race, guys. Starting off 6th out of 11. We're going to see how this race goes. Gonna put that, gonna keep that. And... no grid start glitch, that's good. So we are underway. We're going to see how this race goes. Oh shit, Jesus Christ. Why do people brake? You take this turn in 4th anyway. Shit. See, that's probably going to issue me a, penalty point. And that's what happens. I don't even try to do anything. There's also slight mechanical damage, by the way. And that's usually how this league goes. Someone tries to be cocky into a turn, and, you know, I get it. I ran the dude in the first turn because I thought, you know, even that close together, we didn't really have to break. You take fourth in that turn, we were still in third. So, shame there. Um, but we went three wide through those turns. I saw, at least for a split second, those two were like sort of behind each other. Um, so I figured, okay, we'll be able to do it. I hang left. I give them the inside. And I guess the guy on the outside wanted more turn or didn't have enough grip. And he swerved left. And that caused him to bump into me, and I ran into the wall, and now I'm back here. So that's one of the major things I've been battling with myself, is do I continue to race in these leagues when stuff like that is a constant thing? Because it's still racing. It doesn't affect my DR or SR. So it's still extra racing, extra practice, but it's as if you're facing Maldonado in Formula One. Constantly. Always vigilant. Luckily, the mechanical damage will wear off over time. It's not something that I have to come in and pit for. It just wears off. It didn't obviously help my tires. And I'm on hard, so it's not like I'm catching up to anyone real fast. And the only good thing about finishing last in the sprint is you get to start first in the Enduro. But we shall see. Yeah, Bryce, this is pretty aggravating. This is... There's only been, I think, 2 races out of 3 seasons now that I've done well in. And that includes the Macca League, Formula 1 League had a lot of incidents. We had a lot of safety cars. I was blamed for causing a wreck under safety car when they all came to a complete stop. Because the leader just came to a complete stop on the restart. Because, you know, unlike Formula 1, the safety car in this game doesn't exist. It's a player one. So there is no, like, hey, you need to stay behind this car, or do this, do that. And a lot of people ride your ass during the safety car, which in real life would not be safe, and in the game is not safe. So right now I think I'm just trying to gauge the hard tires, see how it will be for Enduro. I'm not liking them, but they're still, you know, they're still keeping me going. Fuel is also on, so this is a good race to gauge fuel. But as you can see, Bossabee, Macca Classy, the 3 starters, they're still all up there. But I'm back here with all these fun guys. So, sorry if this is already not entertaining. It's a good example of what the Macca League is to everyone that I keep telling people about. And why I'm like iffy. Because usually the reason why I stay is that, again, it's still racing. There are sometimes good racing. Bossabee is a cool guy to race against. This guy probably doesn't even have his radar on. What in the hell is he doing? Yeah, so alright, so we caught up to a group. I don't know how well that's going to work out for me, but... Oh my god, they brake so early. Oop, flying cones. Always fun to see. Let's see how early these guys break for this. Holy crap. That's another thing. All these people do not play dailies or anything like that, so... they don't get a sense of, like, how to race commonly with other people. So I think I'm just a little bit quiet right now. I'm just trying to focus. This guy's loose cannon on braking. So see, he swerves to the outside to get the line when I'm right behind him. Hey, the Itame guy died. I wonder who's gonna get upset with. He's probably a good guy, but he does get a little bit ragey. See, this is what I mean. You know, they run wide, then they come back over, and Itame rage quits. He just entirely rage quits. I have only rage quit from one race, no matter how badly I'm doing. I've only rage quit once. Look at this thing. What the fuck? Dude, you can't cover me off that bad. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's actually pushing me off. I'm just going to do the same thing a little bit to him. Because I know he's going to go a lot slower. Uh-huh. Gonna give him the room. Still giving him room. I'm going slower, but I gave him room. But these are the people you have to race with. People who are sour defenders. Sour losers. Each may, you know, totally just quit the race. Right now I'm just trying to fight to keep up, fight to get good grip, good exits, because I still am on hards. I don't know what everyone else is on. By their speeds, I assume they're on hards too. But knowing these guys, they'll probably wreck with each other, and then I can just make my move. God, I hate these hards. They are bad on grip. So it's already been about 10 minutes of the race. See, like, why wouldn't one of them back out of that turn and just get the slip? Why would you fight in a turn like that? I know they're going to fight here in this turn. And that guy's dive bombing, so that guy gets run off. This potato guy, man, he's definitely reckless. Could he be the Irish Momos? Find out. Look at that, he's hitting another guy into the turn. This guy's definitely not a clean racer. And that's sadly what happens in a majority of these races. You get people like this, who probably don't even have their radars on. They don't have their radars on to see where cars are. They don't have any sense of, you know, racecraft. And then he just jerks over to defend. Which, once you decide your line for the turn, you stick to your line. Shit. These hards are not doing well, and they're starting to wear. The fact that he's still ahead of me is, like, saddening. Because it just shows that, you know, he could probably have race pace. It's just his racecraft is different. So we'll have to see if he gets any penalty points by the end of today. Because they have to review the decisions. They don't do it immediately. So unfortunately, I cannot say who gets what in the stream. But look at you, Tomei. I'm not doing any dive bombs. Are you proud of me? He just joined back in the lobby. He's probably gonna start shit-talking whoever wrecked him off. I bet you $1 million he puts a message in chat, which you're not supposed to. If there's any complaints, there's a Discord. We put the incident reports in there. You know, you can't say it in game chat or on Twitch. I don't even know what the host has said about any of this, because I mean, I think he's still in third. He hasn't really had to deal with anything. And I think, honestly, the best case is not to pit on these hards. And he's coming into pit. What was he on? He was on softs. Softs for 5 laps. What a lunatic. But now leaves me up with Mr. MG Chef. Mr. MGM Chef. He's got a penalty. He's supposed to serve that penalty on the next straight. But again, there are rules. No one thinks the rules apply. So it's very interesting how this, how these people react. And there he goes. I bet you he's on either super, like, softs or mediums. If he's on softs and he's still surviving, GG to him. If he's on mediums, then that just shows how long mediums can last. He's got to be on softs or something. He's running wide in all of these turns. Oh god, he's gonna hold me up now. Shit. God damn it. The defending is so remarkable. He hits the wall just to turn left. Oh man. Mr. MGM isn't a bad guy though. He's decent. He's very fast too. He has his combos. But this has already been a very shaky race. Very shaky race indeed. Super brake for people, Jesus Christ. No one knows how to take that chicane. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get the fuck on off the road. Yeah, you better be coming into pit. Where are you on? Mediums? Ah, haha! Because the mediums don't last that long. Hell, hards might not have grip, but they last. They might not be the fastest, but they last. I just gotta stay out and stay ahead of the potato dude. I don't think fuel's actually maybe an issue. I mean, we're about 15 minutes through the race. Got 10 minutes left. Or less than 10 minutes now. Halfway fuel. So you'll probably have to pit once in the endurance. Because you'll just come in pit for gas, and you can pit off whatever tires you are onto the other required. Because mediums and hards are required for the endurance, which is a 40-minute race after this one. For sprint, there is no tire requirements, which is why I don't even have to come into pit. But yeah, this league is it's very upsetting. You know, it's not the racecraft I'm used to. With Pub League, we are very calm. We know when to give up a position so we can fight it back on the next turn or straight. And even in my Formula 1 league that I'm part of, for the American ones, you know, they're grown adults and stuff. They generally know what they're doing. I'm not saying everyone in this league is immature or dirty or anything like that. I would never want to say that about the whole league. I don't deal with a lot of people in the league because, as you can see, I usually get thrown to the back. But Itame usually gets pretty hot-headed at me and anyone else. Deadline used to, but he knows that like my goal is to be clean first, and that's why he signed me on to the Red Bull Junior team with him. I was very thankful for that. Bossaby, I don't really race against. I used to, but not anymore. McManley I've raced a few times. He is a little bit trigger happy on the overtakes, but he's still pretty good. Classy, his name implies it. This Irish potato dude, never seen him in my life. So he's new to me, and I'm already not liking his racing style of hard defending and slamming people off track. I think he'll probably be getting a few penalties. Mr. MGF Chef's pretty good too. So I mean, there's a few bad cookies in here. But when you get everyone together, whether you're a bad cookie or not, it just seems like this league is chaos. It's Loki Grand Prix. So again, right now I'm just trying to bring the car home. I'm looking at Irish Potatoes laps, or gap to me. I could come into pit for softs and go 2 laps on softs. And, I mean, I could. I think I might. Because even if I finish last, I will start first in the Enduro, which is good and bad. So I think I'm just going to balls it, just come into pit, not be on these hard tires anymore. I've got a feel of the hards. So I think if anything, I could probably bring my brake bias back some for the race, or the Enduro. But, yeah, Mr. Potato Head there, he is catching me. So, I think he's doing probably 2 soft stints. So if I get fresh softs, even if I come out behind him, I might have the upper hand. Yeah, when you're a second off your own pace, that's when you're like, okay, time to pit. So about 8 laps on hards is the maximum. About 20 minutes. So probably for the Enduro, you could do hard, medium, and then maybe another medium. that math would add up. We're not gonna refuel. So let's look at chat here. Koloth, what's up, man? Yeah, I don't know if you can root for me in this race, Koloth. I got shafted off lap 1. That's what usually happens in these races. I got shafted off, and then I'm back here. Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry. Didn't see you there. Gonna try leaving him some space. I don't know his game plan. He's still got his penalty that he hasn't served. Oh, shit, he's coming on my inside. I'm gonna let him go. I'm not really caring about this race. That's what this league does to me. What the fuck? Dude, go by me. Yes, go by me. Thank you. Look at this weird whack defending. That's also this league. It's just the defending is so wild. Oops, shit. No one can run beside. No, fucking pass me, dude. I don't even want to race you. I won't even fucking be near you. Go the fuck by me. What the fuck? Dude comes over at me anyway. This is the league. This is the league that I still decided to stay in. This is unfortunately the league I decided because I wanted more racing. Even if he's on super worn tires, like, if you know you're on super worn tires, and I just came into pit, why would you fight? Why would you risk getting penalty points? Wee, super slow around the turn, yay! Ain't that nice? Let's see if I can actually pass him, guys. I should have the better tires. But with his whack defending, we'll see. Let's see, boys. Didn't even touch him. Didn't even touch him. And there's a dive bomb. There's a nice dive bomb, isn't it? Dive bomb of the century. I don't think I've even done anything to him this race. Sure, I accidentally hit him when I came out of pits. Well, that's because he came up quickly, so I didn't see him. And then I left him all the space to overtake. Jesus. Everyone's gonna get so heated in the chats and everything. They're gonna be like, oh, this guy hit me. I guarantee you, I'm gonna get some unjust penalty points against me. I 100% guarantee. Lap 1, hitting the guy in the turn 1. That's probably going to count against me, even though, like, no one should have slowed down there. Whoever did the whole shenanigan into the chicanes and made me go last, they're probably not going to get a penalty. I'm probably gonna get a penalty with frickin' the potato dude because he pushed me over into pit lane. And if you go even over the pit indicators, even on the straight, that's a penalty. So it's like that right there. Even if you touch that little space right there, you get a penalty. So 8th, started 6th, went back to last because I was rammed, and finished 8th. Get to make quit the race, rage quit like lap 3. Yeah, it's been a contemplation of like, do I even quit this one? Because the other leagues that we've done with them, perfectly fine. The Formula One, I did really well. Red Bull Junior is a good car for me, so I'm sure I could get by a ton of these people. But these races where you're in the same car, but they're like GT3s and stuff, like, So, we're going to save the replay so that way we can look at it later, see if there's any penalties that need to be going out. Let's see what the Discord, or the Twitch chat's saying. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people were upset. Let's see. Okay, so no one's rage chatting in the game. People are upset on the Twitch. They're talking about the chicane. Some people talking about them getting hit off. Some people thought this was the endurance, and that's why they did so long on the tires. So, it's very interesting. So now we're getting ready for the endurance race. It's alright, Cola. Depending on how this one goes, I don't know if I'll continue this specific league of theirs. It's been like that for the last season, and now this is the first race of this season, and it's the same thing. So I can't get a break. I cannot get a break. So we're gonna see how this one goes. We're starting higher up. In the order because it's reverse grid. So I finished 8th out of 10th, which means I will start this race in 3rd. Because Itame DC'd, and if you DC out of the first race, you start last regardless. Oh, yeah, Bryce. I bet you. I try to brake to avoid someone in, 1st or 2nd. And then someone's going to come up behind me, ram me into the wall off to the right. And then I'm going to be last again. That's more than likely what's going to happen. But that's what you get. I know a lot of these guys are younger. Probably more hot-blooded. I think for me, it's the defending really upsets me because like Chef at that time, he was a little bit hard defending on like worn tires. And again, you got worn tires, dude. There's no defending. It's gonna be real hard to defend. The potato dude, I don't know what his game plan was, but he was swerving, hitting people. I don't know if his PlayStation's a potato or what, but I'm gonna look back at the Twitch chat, see if anyone let's see. Wow, this person's saying congratulations to Irish Potatoes for managing to go from last to 7th for being a rookie. Yeah. Someone congratulated Potato. Even if you're a rookie, right? Even if you're a rookie. Why? Is he a rookie to GT Sport? Or is he a rookie to racing games? Because out of the context that he was getting, you know, he ain't doing too hot, but yes, Adam guy who congratulated him said I was watching and called him out for them moves. Deadline replies, a few is an understatement. Yeah, well, I mean, if he's a rookie, I guess I can understand, but, you know, iffy. So there is a little bit of gap time before the Enduro starts, so that way people can go for, like, bathroom breaks and all that. I don't necessarily need one. I've been very stupid and haven't really been keeping up with my fluids. See what I mean, though? See what I mean? You can take that turn fourth. You don't need to even brake when you're going that slow. So why was everyone slowing down in the first turn? That's what I never understand. Never understand. But yeah, so I think the race will begin either in 2 minutes or 7 minutes. I don't have the stream's sound on, so I don't know what he's saying. But we shall see. I don't think I've even driven on the medium tires yet. They don't seem too bad. I think what gets me about this league, though, is I just feel like I can do, you know, I feel like I'm a decent driver. I definitely try to remain clean. I may not be the fastest, but I definitely try to be the cleanest. And I feel like I had, you know, decent pace on some stuff, but dealing with defending and totally erratic driving styles, it does hurt my confidence in racing. Because I know what league this is. I've driven in it before. I know the drivers. I know what usually happens. But it's still never a good feeling to get wrongly accused of stuff for penalty points, to be wrongly sent off track, and then to have to fight back through the weirdest defending. I think that's what really gets me with this league, is it just degrades you. And unless you're fast like Bossa B or Mac Manley, and can just get around whoever you want whenever you want, then it's very difficult. And I don't have their pace. They get to practice all week long. What you saw me just do was my first time doing this combo all week. I don't have the time to practice these races. Their practice lobbies are in Irish time, so it's all during when I'm at work, and then when I get off, they're all asleep. So it's just very degrading, and I think that, again, that's why I'll probably, depending on how this race goes, me starting in the higher group, I am definitely going to be seeing whether I stay or not in this league. Again, the Formula One league that I did with them was not bad. I did have pace. I could get around a lot of people. There wasn't as many incidents in the races, so I could actually race and do well. Red Bull Junior seems the same way. Someone said it wasn't very clustered. It was actually very clean. So I'm still going to try that tomorrow morning if I don't get glitches like I did last time. But this league, I don't know if I will continue or not. And there's no teams, there's no safety car, so this is definitely like a for fun league. So I don't feel bad if I just say I'm not racing it anymore. That's why it's all single card. There's no tactic other than tires. It's all the same car. Everyone's on the same track. Mediums aren't doing too bad on pace, but their tire wear scares me. But I don't want to start on softs because that will definitively put me into a two-stop. Because again, for this race, mediums and hards are required. You can use softs, but so say you start on softs, at some point you're going to have to come in on mediums, and at some point you're going to have to come in on hards. So I'm hoping I can push the mediums a decent bit. Come in, refuel, and come out on hards, and just finish the race on hards. I'm not really looking for any high places. As you saw from the previous race there, I'm not expecting anything decent to happen. So we will have to see how the race goes. The race will start in about 2 minutes. Yeah, probably Koloff. They're probably like new to racing. It's probably maybe why they're they're getting the hang of like braking stuff. I bet you they've probably done a few single player stuff to practice braking and gas, but they haven't really raced with humans. That's probably why he was doing a lot of the dive bombs. Defending though, his defending that he did a little bit, even if it was unintentional, that's something you got to learn. So, but yeah, race starts in about 2 minutes. Again, it should be a reverse grid if I remember reading the rules correctly. So, I expect to start third. Is where I'm starting this race in. So we shall see if that is the case. I don't know if it'd be any consolation. So I've got this race. There will be a short break where I end the stream after this endurance race. Then the pleb race is on. We're doing MX5s around Lago Maggiore West, 20 laps. Not expecting that to go well either. They're very slow. They're very twitchy for my racing style. And we're on sports tires, which are not as fast as racing tires. I feel like slip does nothing there. So that should be interesting. But that's after this race. at 5 p.m. Eastern. After that race, I'm going to be playing Genshin Impact with someone to get Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, my second favorite game of all time, into, you can apparently get her as a character. So I'm going to be doing that afterwards. I don't know if I'll be streaming that or not, since it's different than GT Sport, but I do want to sort of differ what I'm streaming, what I'm uploading. But I have no clue what I'm doing in Genshin, so I don't think I'll be streaming that. It'll be just for me to get my Aloy, have fun, relax after what isn't looking to be a good day of racing for me. We'll see how this one goes. The MX-5s, I don't know, IBS play a lot. I might do decent, but we'll see. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, is my second attempt at trying to do the Red Bull Junior League with Macca League. If for some reason it doesn't work in that specific thing, I might also quit that one. I don't know. Very fed up with, like, having so much errors and problems. And then, of course, Formula One. The race is at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be watching that. And actually, when we start our pleb race, is the live qualifying. So I might get a little distracted, maybe. Who knows? I might have that up. I'm trying to, you know, get a little look-sees at qualifying. Are you saying stay humble and try to stay safe during the race, Koloth? Or are you saying stay humble of me saying I'm definitely going to finish last and then finish higher? Is that the humble I should be going for? Oh, well. Here's the race, guys. Again, I think I'm starting P3. I didn't listen to the stream, so I don't know the actual order. I didn't look. So we'll see where I start. This is an endurance race, 40 minutes. Hards and mediums required. And yes, I am starting P3 out of 12 this time. Oh boys, I'm a little bit nervous after that race one. I don't wanna die. So we're gonna turn that down to 3. I think that should help with tires. Let's hope I don't get a grid start glitch. And we are away. Everyone's taking the racing line, it seems. A few people coming on the inside. Gonna try leaving that room on the inside so that way I don't get pushed like I currently am. Bye, potato. Bye, potato. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. 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 Goodness, I'm trying to give people room. And hello, James. So I started P3, guys. And now, I'm in last. Because I was run wide by Potato, who I guess is a rookie. Yay, this is fun. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that I am letting you down. I know I'm not the best racer, but boy howdy do I think I'm at least decent enough to do better than this. Well, it's a last to whatever I'm gonna try. James is glitching all over the place. This person I don't recognize on the left. It's probably someone who just joined for the Enduro. There are people that just do one or the other. Because of time constraints. So let's see what we can do. Of course, you come back over into the racing line. Of course you do. Of course you do. You come right back over into the racing line. On braking. Chad, do you think that was my fault and I should have braked earlier? Or do you think that was that guy's fault on braking and swerving left to get the racing line? Because I might be biased since I'm in the race, but I would love an opinion on what you guys thought of that move. Because that I might actually report. I don't report a lot because, again, I'm the nice guy. But what in the hell is going on here? Oh, what the fuck? That was a brake check and a half. Yeah, I don't think I'll be continuing in this league, boys. 3 seasons, and I've only ever had 2 good races. So right now we're just trying to keep it behind. I'm not trying to make any pushy moves on these guys, as you saw. See, I'll come back over to the racing line if there's no one there. Oh, these guys are getting into a heated debate here. Basically having to play it the safest I've ever played a race. Just because I know these guys are a little bit swervy, a little bit flighty. And I really don't want to try ruining my tires at the moment. Oh boy, hello. Oh my goodness. It's like watching a race from behind and just biting your nails. Who will die? What will happen? Oh, there's my Red Bull Junior teammate, Deadline. Well, at least in last it's clean racing. Because there's not too many people to fight and worry. Also, everyone takes this turn so slowly. Hello, 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 my honey, hello, my baby, hello, my ragtime gal. This is already dangerous. This is already dangerous. He's starting to slow down. I'm gonna... No, hello. Again, I'm just trying to stay safely behind. And just sort of gauge with what's happening. I haven't had a total wreck out. So that's good. Look at that. What? Why are you coming over on me, man? I'm gonna fucking come over on you, dude. Like, I have the line. You do too. Keep it. Let's see if I can be a little bit fun here. Hello on the inside there. Hello. Back out of that so that way I'm not gonna get an unjust penalty. Even though I don't think it really cares at this point, because I don't know if I'm probably not going to continue. So, at least the Macca League. So why worry about penalty points, am I right? Sorry, I haven't looked at chat yet. It's very difficult with what's going on currently. It's my chat's on my phone, so looking down at my phone will distract me, obviously, from the race. And even on the straights, it's iffy with these people. The fighting ensues between two Germans. The Civil War of Germany has begun, and everyone's going so slow. Yay! Look at this defense from this dude. He was literally staying in front of me all the time. Yes, he got the pass time, but, like, why? I just saw your reply, Bryce. I think it was that case. I think swerving. You know, all these people trying to be, like, really hard defenders. And it's not soccer or football or anything. You're not really defending for a reason. It's not the last lap. We're not in first. Why defend so hard? We've still got 30 or more minutes to go. I mean... But I'm going to be a little bit ballsy now. You know, I'm almost not here for funs and games anymore. Shit the grass. So you want to go on my inside? Go right ahead. Because I will just park it on the apex. So right now it's just sort of a fight to survive. Ah, shit. I'm getting a bad grip now. That's just a bad entry to the turn, I think. I'm trying to keep him a little bit out of my slip. And hello. And goodbye. Don't even know what move that was. I question everyone in this race. So we are back up into 11th. Woohoo. Again, started third. And got murdered pretty much in the same place that I did last race. He ran wide. He didn't even take the turn that fast. That's the turn where I make my moves. That's I think where I'm the strongest. So I think I'm going to bump that back a little bit more just to save a little bit more tires. Because I know the hards can go quite far, but these mediums I'm questioning. So let's see if I can keep these guys behind me. I'm up in 10th now. Not taking these turns very well, but still keeping them sort of behind. Yeah, I don't think the tires will mind me trying to do that back. Oh, hit the grass, getting a little bit of extra turn. I'll let those guys fight, the two Germans, while I try to catch my fellow, half-fellow, British people. So Basabi's still in the lead. Now you gotta remember, since he won last race, he started basically in last. And he's already up front. That's what I mean by he has pace, to just pass people and keep away from them. Itame is actually up in second currently. Interesting for someone who DC'd, but he's probably getting some clean air and stuff. Mac Manley's in third again, so he's always got pace as well. I don't know if I've got pace, but I've sure got a freaking headache coming from this race. Try to make it around these turns now. These tires are dead. Or at least they're feeling like it. I think I said the hards will last for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I might come in next lap. Avoid the pit lane thing, but this guy was to my right. So I hate the pit lane rules too. I understand them, but I don't like them. So we're going to brake a little bit early, let him stay on the outside. Let him deal with that shit, so I never went over towards him. Because I might play a little bit dirty now. Might play their tricks on them. We'll see. This guy's catching up with me. Probably because of my tires. There he goes, passing me. Ooh, he had a stutter there with that gear shift. I just gotta keep behind, keep decent pace, which I am definitely not. Yeah, definitely coming into pit this lap. And we'll just have to push it on the hards until the end. This has been a grueling race for me, especially with these tires. That's why I don't like any sort of timed races. Lap races, you can make plans. Even if your plans change, you can generally change them. But having to do a whole bunch of math just to contemplate, oh, well, what time do I need to come in for lap and fuel and all that? And that's all this league is timed races. There's no laps, and that's every league he does. It's all just timed. So it sort of helps on like lap pace, but it's a little bit harder for me to calculate tires, fuel, strategies. It's harder for me to calculate with a time frame, and haha. Everyone sucks at that turn except for me. Let's go. Even with bad tires. So I am going to come into pit though. We are going to get off of these mediums, go into the stiffer hards. A lot of other people on mediums seem to be coming in. So I'm not the only one. So hard, we're going to get a little bit of fuel. Because we're not halfway through. So I think halfway through is 8 laps. So I think we're going to get up to about probably 8 laps of fuel, I'd say. So right about there. We're exactly at 8. And then if we need to, we'll just fuel save on the last few laps. So we're back in last. I don't think other people got fuel. You probably didn't need to fuel, but I just wanted to make sure. But we are on hards now, so it's going to be a little bit harder for turns and lower speed. Dave, what's up, man? You have joined a very horrible race. The amount of dirty incidents that have happened has made this race just tarnished. I started this race in 3rd, Dave. And due to a few edgy people, I am demoted down to last now. Which I was last in the last race and got up 2 places, so let's see if I can repeat that. This race is definitely destroying my my soul. You know, you wake up on the weekend, you're like, cool, I'm gonna have a good day, and then you deal with these drivers And then there's no hope, because then you know that your next race, the pleb race, are in MX5, super slow on sports tires. So I will be still streaming that. That one's at least, I know, a meme race. They still count for points, unfortunately. But at least in that one, I know I'm not going to be punted off. I know I'm not going to be killed. And if I make a mistake, it's my fault. It's not, you know, anyone else's. But this race has just been constantly dealing with people hitting me, swerving in front of me to defend, and just bad tire wear. So, do apologize, chat, that it's not the most exciting of races or the most impressive, but I am still trying my best. I'm trying to keep consecutive laps. I don't know if these guys, I think, yeah, these guys have come into pit. Irish Potato comes into pit, and he's still ahead of me. Somehow. I need to learn his abusive strats. And I know there are a few turns where I can take them faster. But again, I think right now it's just stay consistent. Wait for someone to die and try to avoid them, because then they'll try to kill me for no reason. So, I'm going to see what the next race is for this league. If it's something I might be better at, I might try one more. And we'll gauge it, because I'll have to also see who signed up. Because if this Irish Potatoes guy signed up again, I'm going to want a restraining order. Oh boy. Boy oh boy. So yeah, just to remind everyone, we got 20 minutes left in this race. It was a 40-minute enduro race. So we're about halfway through. After this race is a short break. And then we go into the pleb race, which will also be live streamed in a separate live stream. It is the MX5 touring cars N200 around Lago Maggiore West. 20 laps. Sports Soft and Sports Mediums are the two tires, both required. I think we've probably got 7 or 8 people signed up. We might have more at this point. But we did some practice last night. I am not the fastest, but we'll see if maybe my BS tactics won't help. Haven't helped this race, but we'll have to see. Oh man, these hards. Something's happened up here. No, he's just coming into pits. A lot of people coming in for another stint, or their first one. Classy was up in first, or up there. So the fact that that's happening is very interesting. Sorry this is so quiet. Again, just trying to focus a little bit. I don't want to be a total loser. But I know there's nothing really going on in the race to create excitement. We are in 9th. I don't expect that I'll have to pit again. It will all depend on tire wear, but I don't expect to pit again. I got the fuel and the tires that I need. So, hopefully, unless they've put it on to something godlike, we should at least keep top 10. Classy's very fast. I'm very bad there. And he's only 5 seconds behind, so I'm assuming he went to mediums because he started on hards. So he will probably have better pace than me. Catch up. I don't know what the guy in front of me is on, but he is getting some distance from me. I think he probably also went to mediums. My medium stint was just ruined by getting run off and having to fight back. I think that's why my mediums wore a lot faster than I wanted them to. Now in clean air with no one to slip off of, it's going to be good for tire wear, but not good for placement. So I'm just, again, trying to stay consistent. Trying to do the best that I can to keep it in line. It is funny that I do gain time almost every time at that turn. Cam, what up, boy? My poor Melbourne. This isn't even Melbourne. What's up, Cam? What's up? Oh shit, I got distracted by chat. I am catching up a little bit to 8th now. If he's on mediums, his tires will wear faster. God, I hate clunky Group 4s. They are not my favorite. I like them, but they are clunky. Wondering if my calculations on the fuel were correct. Let's see. 4 laps of fuel left. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, didn't even realize he was that close. Oh. There's no point for fastest lap, so I can't just come in and try to do that. So I got 4 laps of fuel. I don't think I'll fully make it on fuel. I think I'm going to have to put it into like a lower fuel. We'll see at the end of this lap. We'll see. We will have to see. It's good to see you here, Cam, though. Hope you're doing alright. Been trying to stream a little bit more of GT Sport. So yeah, if my calculation's correct though, 2.5 minutes per lap. So 4 laps would be about 10 minutes. We've got about 12 and a half left. And my current fuel situation is less than 4 laps. So I think I'm going to have to bump it down, lose definitely a place, because I'll be lower on power. See, again, this is why I hate timed races. It's a little bit harder to calculate fuel and lap things. Again, I expect MGM Chef to come flying by here in a second. Now that I'm on power 3. Ah, he actually took that turn wise. Just gonna let him have the inside. Hello. Okay, you can stop pushing me, dude. You can have it. Have the spot, dude. Have it. Alright. So we're gonna still try a no stop, or a one stop. A lot of other people have just come into pit, but they were way ahead of me, so that's why they didn't lose too much time. But let's look at our lap fuel 3. I think even if we grind it out, we're going to have to come into the pit. So it looks like it's going to be a guaranteed last. This many laps left. I don't expect softs to stay alive that long. So probably going to come in for mediums, refuel, and see where we can finish. Because if I come in on softs, the last lap's going to be pain, and I won't be able to fully push. But so I'm not racing with my fuel all the way at lean just to get around on the hards. So I think even with that 11.5 second gap behind me, I think I'm going to lose definitely at least 1, maybe 2 positions. Trying to upshift a little bit early just to sort of save fuel. I know I don't really need to, but so now I just got to think of how many laps of fuel do I really need now. Woohoo! Almost a spin. So maybe 4.5 laps of fuel. What the hell is this guy doing? Looks like... Nope, he's not coming into pit. Okay. Cam, yeah, the wallets are always shivering. But I miss playing with you guys too. Me and Bryce were actually just talking about, like, it's been a while since we've all gotten to play. But I'm really glad that you were able to make the stream, man. It means a lot to see you coming in here and support. I'm not the best content creator, but I do try. Now let's see what I can do with these mediums. I think I got a lot more fuel than I really needed to, but I'd rather have too much than too little. The other thing I'm extremely worried about These Irish potatoes behind me. He's probably had to come in at pit a lot because he doesn't know the refueling strat. You didn't have to refuel in sprint. But in this race, you had to refuel, do multiple tires. So we'll have to see where he ends up. So I probably got about 3 laps left in this race, about, 7 minutes. So we'll see if I might be able to catch up. These are the Germans that I left behind earlier in the race. I see they haven't come together and declared World War III, so that's a good thing. He took that turn pretty bad. We might have a strike chance coming up soon. Someone just came in to come in on soft, so. Bossa B and Mac Manley up in the top 2. That's pretty self-explanatory for their race pace. Ooh, he's taking the turn wide. Will we finish 2 spots higher than last, like in the previous race? I had to itch. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my German pal. Don't swerve in front of me. Thank God he didn't do. Get him on the switchback. Hello? Good sir. Gonna hold off a little bit, try not to get side by side in the long turns. All I need to do is get him into a hairpin. Get him where he's not comfortable. Like right in here. And try to get him on another switchback. Or not. I think I just didn't get a good turn in there. He got to keep it in early. I didn't even touch him. Not on my screen, at least. So what I'm going to do is ease out of this turn. Brake a lot earlier. And just get a better exit. And if that counts as touching him, then I am definitely quitting this fucking league. Because I think that was a very impressive move. Let him think I was going for the super pass, and he balls it. So, let's see if I can just keep in front and stay in the top 10 here. God, I took that turn bad. Still now 3 seconds ahead of the guy. Wow. So we've probably got about 2 laps left now. Oh, it's like a really slow, and then we might end it there. Oh, Itame got hit out of 3rd place. He's now down here. He's pretty pissed, saying WTF in chat. You know how rageful he can be. The wrath of whatever flag that is. Although he's 5 seconds ahead, I'm 5 seconds ahead of the guy behind. So we're in a nice pocket for 10th if we can keep it consistent. We'll be able to bring it home in 10th again. Or unless last race it was 8th, I can't remember. Well, Itami's got by and then not by. I have no clue what's happening up there anymore. But pitting wasn't too bad, because I really didn't, I was up in 9th. And then I had to come into pit, so I think pitting was a good move, doing 2 mediums and a hard. I at least get the tire requirements. Oh, I thought it said someone had left. I'm like, cool, this late in the race? So, again, very sorry, guys, that this wasn't a very exciting race. I think that last overtake I did was pretty impressive. But otherwise, this is the league that I keep talking about, where I just get frustrated. I get hit off. I get defended like no tomorrow. So I'm not very fond of this track. Here's my teammate for the Red Bull Junior League tomorrow. Let's see what we can do with him. I don't even know if we'll be able to complete this lap. So let's see here. Boys, could this be a better position than 10th? 9th and 8th are right there. And 9th just got a penalty. Full throttle on exit. Try to gain a little bit more speed. We've got the fuel to do it. Let's see if we can do this, guys. It's going to be a very close one, if anything. I think I'm definitely getting 9th because he's got the penalty. Which, if he doesn't serve it, will give him a penalty after the race. A little bit off kilter there. Here comes my preferred turn. If I don't hit the fucking grass. And nope, too wide of a turn. So I think I'll be getting 9th. But very close to 8th. So I did catch up a little bit after starting 3rd place and getting boned. He served it right at the end, guys. I still get 10th. He served it right at the end. Look at that. I was only one of 3 that didn't get any penalties that race. So I started 3rd, guys, and immediately got shoved back to last again. Watch them try to complain about me doing, something. Thanks, Cam. I mean, it's a little bit easier for me, because I usually do it during my league races. The only time I really have to, like, be quiet and focus are, like, qualifying laps, when I'm really trying hard, or when the tires start slipping. So, but thanks, man. Again, I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate the support, bro. So, I'm going to save that replay, because he likes to cut the thing out very fast. So, yeah, that was the Macca League for today, guys. That was, surely something. If you guys weren't here for the beginning, basically this league is very dirty. It's very hard to do anything decent. So we had the first race, started P6, turn 2 or turn 3, immediately got shafted left, and got into last, fought back on a no stop, or no, I think I did pit in the end, and I came in 8th out of 10, because one person rage quit, so I got 2 spots at the end from there. And then that race, I started P3 because it's a reverse grid. But same thing happened. I get shoved off, go down in the last, and just didn't have any good pace. So, fortunately, not my best races. Yeah, I'm really thinking that. So, especially when also people get really mad if you do something even by accident. People will be so pissed, sorry. You know, you go into the Twitch chat of the main host right now, and everyone is pissed. Classy said to me, sorry. I don't know what for. Yeah. Someone says, pushed me wide every corner, so I brake checked him on the straight, but I don't care if I get a penalty for it, because he deserved it. That is what people have the mindset in here. Everyone's saying this was a good race. Oh, pain. Utter and complete pain. So, yeah, but that'll be the end of this stream, guys. What I'm going to do right now is probably heat up something real fast, quick to eat, use the restroom, and then I will be back streaming in probably about 35 minutes, around 4:30 p.m. Eastern, for the Pleb Race League. I might not win, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than what I just raced. So, we're going to go into there in about 35 minutes. I'm going to end this stream, and then start a new one when that time comes. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry it wasn't the best of races, but sure was something. I hope the Pleb Race League is a lot more entertaining. I'm not that fast, but it is a lot fun to race with those guys. So I'll see you again in about 35 minutes, and hope you enjoyed.